Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I want to ask to you with a simple question. Have you ever felt ignored when trying to express your opinion? Maybe you had an idea in class, but nobody listened. Maybe adults told you that you were too young to understand. Maybe your concerns were treated like they were not important. Now, imagine millions of young people around the world feeling the same way. Today, I want to talk about youth voices that are not being heard. According to the United Nations, there are more than 1.2 billion young people in the world today. Young people make up a huge part of society. They are students, workers, creators, and future leaders. But even though young people are everywhere, their opinions are often ignored. Many adults believe that young people are too emotional, too inexperienced, or too immature to understand serious problems. Because of this mindset, youth voices are often dismissed in discussion about education, mental health, climate change, and government policy. Sorry. This is unfair because young people are directly affected by these issues every day. For example, students understand academic pressure better than anyone else. Young workers understand how difficult it can be to find stable jobs. Teenagers also experience the effect of social media, cyberbullying, and online pressure every day. But many discussions about these issues are still made without asking young people what they actually need. A survey by the UNICEF found that many young people feel excluded from decisions that affect their lives. Many believe adults only listen to youth opinions when it is convenient. When young people feel ignored for too long, they stop participating, they lose trust in leaders in institutions. Some stop believe that their opinions matter at all. This creates a dangerous gap between generations. One area where youth voices are often ignored is education. Students spend years inside classroom, but many schools rarely ask students how learning could improve. Some students struggle with stress, pressure, and outdated teaching methods. However, when students speak about the problems, adults sometimes dismiss them as lazy or dramatic. Another example is climate change. For years, young people around the world have warned society about environmental problems. Many joined campaign and public movement because they know they will live with the consequence longer than current leaders. At first, many adults ignored them. But today, climate change has become one of the biggest global issues. This shows that young people were not exaggerating, they were paying attention early. Social media is another issue. Young people understand digital culture better than older generation because they grow up with technology. They understand online pressure, misinformation, and cyberbullying directly. Yet policies about digital platforms are often created without meaningful youth participating. Ignoring youth voices doesn't only hurt young people, it also hurts society. According to the OECD, youth participation helps societies become more innovative and responsive. Young people bring fresh ideas and new perspectives. History also show that many important social change started with young voices. Young people have played major roles in movement of democracy, education reform, and human rights in many countries. This proves that young people are capable of creating positive change. So, what should society do? First, adults need to stop assuming that being young means being incapable. Young people may not know everything, but neither do adults. Second, schools and governments should create space where youth opinions are taken seriously. Students, councils, and youth forums should have real influence, not just symbolic roles. Third, adults should listen with respect instead of immediately judging youth opinion. Listen doesn't mean agreeing with everything. It simply means recognizing that young people also have valuable experiences and ideas. Young people also have responsibilities. Youth voices become stronger when young people stay informed, think critically, and communicate respectfully. Speaking up matters because silence never creates change. So, I want to end with this message. Young people are not asking control the world. They are simply asking to be heard. And sometimes listening to one young voice can change the future for everyone. That's all for me. Thank you.